Hey guys, it's Molly. Welcome to the Macrame Keychain craft instructional video. As you can see, I've got my 3 macrame pieces here. Each one is 2 feet long, but they are folded in half. So you've got 3 of those of your chosen color there. Make sure that the ends are lined up as well. That's a helpful tip there for you. And I am doing voiceover, so if my hand motions don't exactly match my voice, that's why. So, and also you have your keychain ring and your 4 beads. I actually lost one of my little beads, so I used a big bead, but you can totally use your little bead for what I do with the big one later on. So first you're going to put your cord on your keychain ring. You're going to do what's called a Lark's head knot. And watch me closely what I'm doing here. You put the loop into the keychain ring. So you're going to... I'm talking faster than my hands are going. So you're going to put the loop through the keychain ring like so. I'm doing this slow because I want you guys to get the hang of this. You're going to come in and grab your strings through that little loop. You're just going to pull them back through there. Just pull them back through like so, all the way through, and you have a little lark's head there. It's kind of what it looks like to me. Make sure that your ends are even, because that's going to be very important. And just tighten it up as much as you can. And then we're going to do the second one here. Make sure your ends are pretty even. Once again, put the loop through that direction. This direction, you want to always go that direction so that your knot isn't going to be backwards. Once again, grabbing those strings there, pull it through. And there you go. And then you have your ends kind of even. I mean, the measurements are not exactly perfect, but if you have some, you're going to have excess for your keychain. So more is always better than less. And we're just going to do the third one real fast. Just sped this one up because I think you guys have the hang of it by now, hopefully. If not, you're welcome to rewind. And a lot of this is going to be slowed down for you too. So that way you can kind of, follow along while you're watching the video if you can. So make sure that your ends are even there. Pretty even. Looks good. Here we go. We're going to start putting this puppy together. So we're going to start with these 2 middle strings. And you do go right over left. I'm sorry you can't see the bottom really good, but that is right over left. And just pull that right string through. Make sure you're holding the left string straight while you pull with your right. Keep the left one straight. And pull with your right. This is how you get what's called a half hitch knot. And you have to make sure that it's, lined up how it was. And once again, right over left, keeping your left hand straight and pulling with your right. And then you kind of have to just adjust to the knot up there. Now here's how you start your next one. You can pause this if you want to see the position. This one is the same. You're just going to come in and you're going to grab that left string under there. Because it's right over left, but then you bring up that left string like it showed at first. Once again, you can go back and pause that if you need to, and then I'm just going to slowly pull this up. Keep that left hand straight and pull with the right. And tighten it. Definitely want to make sure you get it tight. Alright, and we're going to double knot that. So once again, right over left, come under there and grab. And pull it tight. Okay, now we're going to go to the next string over to the left. We're going right over left. Now you're going to take that left string and watch what I do. You're going to bring it up like that, and then you're going to come underneath the right string and grab that left string keeping your left hand straight, pull it tight with your right hand. And we're going to do another knot. So it's going to be your double half hitch knot once again. Now this one is just another little simple knot. Once again, pull it tight. And now you can kind of see how they're lining up right there. Okay, now we're going to go with the other side. Left over right this time. Bring up the right. Pull it through. Holding your right hand straight this time, pulling with your left. And just get it positioned. Sometimes it takes some finagling. Once you get the knot up there, just be patient. If you're not getting it quite right, it just takes a little bit of finagling, like I said. Make sure that you're pulling your strings in the right directions. So like I said, keeping that, in this case, the right hand straight and pulling the knot tight with your left hand here. And then, like I said, adjust it to get up next to the other. Okay, now we're going with the next side. It's left over right. Right string comes up. Gonna go under and grab that right string. Pulling with your left hand, keeping the right hand straight, pulling it tight. You're going to double half hitch that one. So we're going to do it again. Sorry you can't see the bottom. I slowed down that knot for you so you can see how it's looped, in case you didn't see how I did that at the bottom of the screen. And you just pull it tight, get, kind of situated again, making sure that they're next to each other, lined up nice and tightly. All right, so we have that part finished. Now we're going to add some beads. It's bead time. So we're going to put 2 of our beads here. Just going to put one through that one. And then we're just going to put this pretty purple one. And it's not easy getting these through the macrame cord. You just kind of have to twist the end up. If you have a crochet hook or something like that to help you out, that would really be helpful. But I didn't, so I just kind of twisted it up and shoved it through. Now I'm just going to do a half hitch knot here. Right over left, pulling it tight. And these aren't going to look as stacked and even as the ones above there, but that's okay. This is how I wanted it to be. Now, this keychain, by the way, is not like the one on the flyer. It's a little bit differently because I got the measurements a little bit wrong, so we're going with this one. It's still really cute, really cool, kind of boho looking style. It almost kind of looks like an owl at the top. It kind of looks like an owl's head. I'm watching my hands, so you see how I did that knot there. Another half hitch knot, pulling that up there. Double it, and double knot that. There's my cat. Yes, he was helping me. His name is Max. Okay, now we're going to come over and do this side where the gold bead is. Gonna go left over right. Max, no! Give me that. Didn't have to slow this part down because Max is already kind of slowing things down a bit there. So, pulling with your left hand, keep the right hand straight. You're gonna double knot that one. It's a little bit trickier when you're doing this on the right side. You kind of have to do a bit more positioning. That's okay. If it seems like you're not doing something right, you are. Just, take some finessing on this side. Okay, now we're going to do this far right side. See how it's kind of looking like an owl? I'm sorry, but that just looks really cool. I mean, I think this is cooler than what was in the picture. And of course, on the picture on the flyer, there's not beads. I added beads last minute because we're going to be cool and we're going to throw beads in the mix. So, and once again, pulling with your left hand, keep your right hand straight. Pull it tight, push it up, adjust it. We're going to do it again. Pulling it tight with your left hand. And see how we have those lined up on the sides there? Kind of the start of an owl body, if you will. All right, now I'm just going to knot this middle two together, just a simple little half hitch here in the middle. Just simple. Now we're going to, I put my big bead over these two strings. You can do this with the smaller ones. Like I said, I lost my other little one, but you can do it, and I do that later on. So it just takes some more twisting and pushing those strings through unless you have a crochet hook. So right here, we're just going to do a little half hitch between this left string inside the bead and the one next to it. So pulling with your right hand, hold your left hand straight. I'm going to keep reminding you that because it's very important that you're, pulling in this specific direction to get that half hitch on there and straight. Okay, and then once again, just pull that string with your right hand. Keep it straight with your left. And there you go. And we're not double knotting those. We're just doing single half hitches here. So just keep in mind, don't double knot those. And then we got left over right this time. Make sure you've got it in the right direction where you're pulling with your left hand, holding straight with your right. Now see, it's a little bit harder when you're going on the right side. You kind of have to just manually push that knot up there. Once again, left over right, pull that, bring that right string up, pull it through. And once again, just get that adjusted on there. Good. All right. That looks nice and straight. Kind of see the owl coming. It's pretty cool how it looks like an owl. I hope I'm not the only one seeing this. Okay, so see how I got that one little bead over the two? So you can do it. It is doable. I just had to twist and twist and twist the ends like so. Pushed it through. Because that's what we gotta do. Okay. So now you're going to go left over right. We're going to do a little knot here. You're going to bring that left string up. You're going to come underneath and grab that left string. And I'm showing you this slowly. Pulling with your right hand once again. Keep that left one straight. Get it situated on there. And that, once again, that's a single half hitch, so not a double. And once again, we're going to come under and grab that left string from underneath the right. We're going to come underneath the right string and grab the left string, and we're going to hold the left straight and pull with the right and pull it tight. That rhymed. Okay, now we're going to go with the right side. Left over right this time. Bring up that right string, come underneath and grab that right string, and then pulling with your left. Keep your right hand straight if you can. Like I said, it's a little bit harder on this side, so you're just going to have to manually push it up there, and that's okay. And again, left over right. Bring up the right string, pull it through, holding your right hand tight, pulling with your left, and situate that knot. There you go. And now we just have one last, well, not one last step, but we have another step after that. So we're going to do a square knot right here. This is going to be a square knot. Kind of make a number 4, but you bring that right string, pull that over on top, as you can see there. And then you're going to pull that right string I've got, and you're going to bring it up through that left side. And I've done this slowly so you can see how it's adjusted. So just going to kind of pull it. I used my thumbs to pull those bottom 2 strings, and I used, those right strings I just kind of pushed with my hands, but I'm trying to use my thumbs to pull down those bottom 2 to get it tighter. And now we're going to just tie up these ends. We're just going to make a knot going from right to left. So we're going to go, right to left. So I've tied those first knots. Going to get the next 2 strings and tie another knot. Next, pull it tight. and then next 2 strings tie a knot. So you see how I'm going in order from left to right, making sure I get, you know, all of the ends knotted up. And you might wonder if this is going to hold. It will. It's going to hold. And especially at the end, I am going to brush out the macrame cord once I, you know, cut it, and then I'll show you that here in a second. So once we have that tied up, we're going to just cut. You can cut this diagonally, you can fan it out, you know, however. I'm just going to cut it straight like that. And then what I'm going to do is take my comb, just any kind of good comb that you have. This one's plastic, but it's going to work. It's kind of a little bit harder, but we're going to get there. So I'm going to brush it out, brush it out, brush it out. And when it's all brushed out like that, then it's, you know, those knots, it's going to hold. So it should last you quite a while. Okay. So there you have it. We have your completed macrame keychain. I hope that you guys are happy with your result. I hope you enjoyed this instructional video. Everybody have an awesome week. I'll come up with another craft sometime soon. See you guys later.